Hi guys, back for our ninth show, and today we have a very special guest. Many of you would have heard about him, even if you didn't get a chance to play with or against him. Saurabh Netravalkar, who played for India in the Under-19 World Cup in 2010, then came to the U.S. Cornell University to attend there and get his master's. And to his surprise found that it was cricket here. He hadn't even brought his cricket shoes, and found himself playing for Cornell. And that's where I met him, and we had some interesting conversations. Let's try to bring Saurabh on. And Saurabh, you need to be watching the broadcast so I can bring you on. Give me 1 second. I'll get Saurabh on. One second, guys. I'm just trying to get Saurabh on. And afterwards, we'll have a wrap up of some current cricket stuff going on, like the India versus Afghanistan test. I'm not sure why we're not seeing Saurabh on yet, but let's see. Still trying to get Saurabh on. Yes, if you see an invitation from me, just accept it, Saurabh. Because I should be seeing you and be able to invite you on, but for some reason I'm not seeing you. Hi, Vivek Kibal, Dikshan Singh, Yash. Okay. I don't know why I don't see you, Saurabh. Ah, here we go. Adding you right now, Saurabh. All right, there you are.
Yeah,
Welcome
hi.
to the Hi, Saurabh.
Yeah, hi.
It's been a while. uh,
Yeah,
how's everything going?
all good, all good. I'm training, preparing for the next tournaments. We have our national camp next week, and
Oh, good.
end of July, I'll be expected to fly to Guyana.
Right, to play for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we were happy to get confirmation that you were able to accept the position with the Guyana Amazon Warriors,
Hmm.
and because it's something that is actually great for all our players to see when players with your ability get the opportunity. So you said you've been training. How often do you train in the week?
So yeah, I mean, after I got my first break in January, where I got picked for the Antigua tour of USA, then I sort of like started a daily routine of like after work. So out of the 5 days, I basically do cricket practice for around 2 to 3 days a week. So we have indoor net facility here in the Bay Area in San Jose. So it's around an hour's drive for me. So
Right.
after work, I usually go there, and otherwise, I mean, in the morning, I either do my running exercises or I hit the gym like
Hmm.
twice or twice a week. So yeah, trying to form a good routine, trying to form a good diet, trying to get back into action, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's give the guys a little bit of a history as to when we first met. It was back in 2015, about a month after you came to the US to go
Hmm.
to Cornell. And as you told me at the time, you were surprised to find cricket here and surprised to find yourself playing.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, frankly speaking, I had not even carried any cricket stuff with me to the US. I had solely come with the intention of studying, and I was pleasantly surprised to see some good tournaments happening even at the college level, the university level, and that motivated me to restart my training. And yeah, I mean, that was certainly a big step forward in US.
Yeah, and I remember you saying that you were also impressed by some of the talent you saw in our teams,
Yeah, I
some of
mean,
the batting.
yeah, especially I think the US Canada All Stars tournament that we had.
Yeah.
A few of the players, like the first edition in which I played, had players like Nikhil Datta and three, four. I mean, good talented players, which made the games good to play, and it was intense and good competition. So that was motivating to see. And I mean, yeah, I mean, it's hats off to you for the effort that you're putting in. And now it's even more with the TV rights and stuff like that. I mean, it's a promising infrastructure for college and university cricket.
Yeah, and of course, you also made it to Texas, where you were able to help our team get a win over Canada in all three matches. So we appreciate that too, because those guys are some tough competition.
Hmm.
Um, Now, are you getting to workout? I know this is kind of key for a fast bowler. The surfaces that you're working out on in California, what kind of
Hmm.
surfaces are they?
Yeah, so the league games here are mostly on AstroTurf, and indoor again is a synthetic surface, like kind of the matte kind of Astro surface. But I make it a point that I pace myself, I balance my workload, and I make it a point to play on turf as well. So I also play the league in LA, and they have good turf wickets. So I usually try and play like 4 to 5 games a season in LA so that I'm in touch with my bowling on turf wickets. So I try to like balance it out and mix it up. Yeah, it's good quality cricket in LA and Bay Area. Like almost 5 to 6 players who are in the national team are here, and it's a good competition.
Good. Now, of course, you played for about a month in the Caribbean. The wickets that you were exposed to there, uh, did you find them? Well, how did you find them?
So I mean, of course, first of all, it was a big jump in the standard of cricket. Of course, it's first class cricket. It's a full member nation. All your stars are playing against you. So the margin for error was very less, and the pitches were much better to bat on. In Antigua, especially, they were on a little bit on the slower side. So for
Hmm.
pace bowlers, it was even more vital to be accurate and smart in your bowling. So I thought it improved my sense of focus and thought process on how I need to stick to my plans and having different plans for different batsmen. Like the margin for error is very less. Basically, the higher you go,
Right.
the batsmen have the ability to hit your good balls. So you better
Yeah.
be coming out with something out of the box. So yeah.
Well, I followed, of course, I followed the matches that you played in particular. And yeah, you had some very economical figures as well as taking wickets. But it it's in line with what you were saying that you focused a lot on not making errors.
Yeah, I mean, the higher you go, it's more about what the team wants you to do and what your role is in the team. So the role that I play for my club side, it's completely different from what I would be doing there. And it's about how flexible you can be and what the captain wants you to do and then having faith in that role. So I just kept faith in that role, and my role was to, keep it tight, to keep the pressure on the batsman. And of course, the results showed that the wickets will automatically come.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I'm happy I could do my role well, and I'm working on being flexible. I'm trying out my options. I'm working on new balls, like new slower balls and stuff like that for the CPL.
Yeah. Well, personally, I had hoped to see you get some batting because, of
Yeah,
course, you can bat a bit and you scored a lot of runs for the short time that you played American college cricket. And I think you had like four scores in the 70s. So I was looking forward to seeing you get some batting. But of course, in the like you said, you had your role, and your role was basically to be a strike bowler, and that's what you did really well. So that made me really happy. It also made a lot of the guys that are involved with American college cricket feel pretty good because a number of them played against you, and they could feel good that they played against a player of your caliber, and that in turn validates their own abilities.
hmm
And of course, you yourself, for the players that you met, everyone who really was impressed with your personality, the humbleness you brought to the game, and your dedication. I remember, for instance, when we played that Northeast versus Mid Atlantic All Star game.
yeah,
I
in
believe
New
you caught
York.
the bus
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
2 a.m. to come down to New
yeah, yeah,
York.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That 6 hour ride.
yeah,
So,
I remember that one. Yeah.
so things like that, really impress upon us, your dedication to the game. So it also goes back to that kind of dedication together with your ability is what is getting you the results. Now, of course, like you said, when you came to the US, you hadn't really intended to play cricket. Now here it is, you're getting a crack at at playing professional cricket, which of course in the back of your mind of any cricket player is a dream, right?
Yep.
Playing for your country and playing professional cricket are basically the end goals. Um, we can guess what it meant to you, but you tell us in your own words what that meant to you when, that was confirmed.
I mean, of course, playing for a country at that level is a matter of pride and honor. And of course, it's a special feeling. I never dreamt after having played for under 19 and after having like given up the hope of, playing. I just come here to study. It was like a whole new journey is starting again. And it's like I'm starting from scratch again. I'm feeling good. And now I just want to make the best of it. I mean, it's all like the hard work pays. That's what I feel. I mean, the results come later, but the hard work pays. All the hard work, all these years that I might have done in India, I feel it's paying now. And I just want to give to make the best of the opportunity. And I mean, it's a dream that I'm living now, and it's a whole new journey. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I give my best and make the best of it. So, I mean, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, well, we have no doubt you'll give your best. We've seen the kind of dedication and effort you've put in the time we've known you. So one thing you can be certain of, all of American college cricket will be following you to
Thank
see
you so
how it
much.
goes. We'll be behind you. So you've got a big fan base here. As a matter of fact, I've said that you also provide an example, and of course, Nickel Dutta as well, who is
Mhm.
someone who made it into the CPL. You provide an example of what someone, a cricket player in the US, can aspire to. Um, Play American college cricket, get your education, because that's key, especially for when the cricket days are over. But you can also get a real shot at playing professionally. And that comes with your dedication and hard work, in addition to whatever ability so many of these players have. And you're a pretty good example of that. So I want to thank you for that, because that is part of what we've been trying to accomplish, whereby show a pathway for young cricket players that you get your education as well as play. Because at the end of the day, cricket at the highest level will stop.
Yep.
You can't compete forever, and then you still have your education.
Yep. I mean, absolutely. Like education, there's no second thought about it. That's going to be there with you throughout your life, and it's not just about cricket. I mean, for sports, any sport, there is an age. I mean, after which it's just that you're not fit enough, but your education is always there with you, and education certainly helps you in your sport as well, where you learn to think more. You know, you're learning to think for different situations, what you can do, what you cannot do, how you can improve. So it's just a way of thinking, and education, of course, I mean, that has helped me a lot.
Wonderful. And like I said, we'll all be following how things go with you. And so just know that you have fans right here in American college cricket. Above and beyond the players, everybody else that are in the clubs, they'll be hearing about how you're doing through our Facebook pages and these broadcasts. So we want to wish you all the best, and we know you'll be giving your best.
Yeah,
So
thanks so much.
thank
Really
you for coming
appreciate it.
on. Thank you for coming on. I know how busy you have to be with getting your job done, getting in your practice, as well as preparing for leaving for the Caribbean to play in the CPL for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much. I really appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.
You can exit. I think there's
All right. Yep.
there's somewhere there where you can leave, because I'm going to bring on another person. There you go. Okay, Yash. Well, there you have it. Saurabh, who played for Cornell and then our all-star team, as a matter of fact, captain of our all-star team, to victory over the Canadian College Cricket Canada All-Stars team. And we truly indebted to his dedication to the game and American college cricket as well. He's been a source of help behind the scenes as well. And so we wish Saurabh all the best. Of course, Saurabh played for India in the Under-19 World Cup in 2010 and really bowled really well, but decided to focus on his education and is now getting the second opportunity to play, this time professional cricket, for the Guyana Amazon Warriors in the CPL. Now, just give me a second. I'm going to bring on Yash to give us a wrap-up of the India versus Afghanistan test. Hi, Yash.
Hey, Lloyd. Good evening.
Good evening. So, well, before we go to the India-Afghanistan test, your quick thoughts on Saurabh, and I don't think you got the opportunity to play with or against him, but of course you've heard things about him, seen some of his results, and know that he played for India in the 2010 World Cup.
Yes, indeed. I'm very, very happy for him. Very happy in general for how his dedication, his passion, which actually depicts the passion and dedication of so many other players in USA. Like he is one of the face of USA cricket right now and American college cricket in general. It's really amazing to see how he's living his dream here. And as he said, education stays with him forever. But there is an age to play sport, And I think this is a perfect platform that he probably needed to fulfill his dreams. And a very, very all the best to him. We're very sure we're going to follow him. It's like one of us actually going out and playing there at that international level. So good luck to him and much appreciated for American college cricket.
Absolutely, because as he said, when he came here, he had no intention of playing. He didn't even know there was much cricket going on here. Didn't bring his cricket equipment, even his shoes, and found himself playing for Cornell in American college cricket, and that gave him back the fervor. So yes, we're all happy for him. We'll all be following his adventures in the Caribbean, and no doubt he'll do well. I'm going to make a prediction that he'll be one of the top bowlers of the CPL this year. Now, India versus Afghanistan, a momentous occasion because Afghanistan is playing its first test. And then to add to it, it was a great day to play cricket. I saw some highlights of it, and it was great to watch despite the rain. Tell me what you think.
Amazing. Historic moment in international test match cricket, but a very good day of test cricket as well. I wouldn't have said that when we were like 2 sessions down, but at the end of the day, it turned out to be a very, very good day of cricket. I think the entire story for the day could be split into 2 chapters. The first one was everything that went India's way. The first 2 sessions of the game, including the toss. India won the toss. They went into bat. Dhawan and Vijay opened, both scored centuries in contrasting fashions, with Dhawan being the first Indian and the sixth overall to score a century just before lunch. Like he scored 187 balls. So that was like taking the Afghanistan bowlers and their nerves to cleaners. He was out there ruthless, audacious, and on the other end, Vijay was gritty, soft, mellow, and crafted a very well-made century. Afghanistan probably got everything wrong in the first 2 sessions. They had poor captainship. They were trying too many things like Rashid Khan, the star in the Afghan army, suddenly became a chink in their armor. He gave away like 90 runs, 14 overs, no wickets, 2 sessions down. What's happening? The star from the ODI and T20. What's wrong? I probably thought they were just trying too much. They were overdoing a lot. In Test cricket, it's all about keeping the basics right, sticking to the processes, and keep on bowling that line and length. The most interesting thing is the pitch map for a bowler. Usually, good bowlers in Test match cricket, you see like a cluster of balls or a beehive formation when you see a good bowler. What we saw with the young Afghan spinners in the first 2 sessions was like a road full of potholes, but they're not even clustered together like you want in a beehive. So that took the game away from them. 280 for one India, and then there was a second shower of the day, and then probably rain gods did some magic for Afghanistan. They came back as a completely different unit. They got Vijay and Rahul back to back in like a span of 3 balls. Pujara, Rahane came out to bat, but they faced really, really different Afghan attack. Suddenly, Rashid Khan was giving more air to the ball. Mujibur Rahman was bowling good knuckle balls. They were drawing the batsmen forward, beating the edges. Suddenly, their variations started taking effect. And I don't usually use this term, but we saw batsmen of the pedigree of Pujara and Rahane dancing to the tunes of spin bowling on day one on a green wicket. What it led to was Rashid got Rahane with a good review, and Mujib got Pujara. And then nerves crept into the Indian dressing room. We saw a run out too. Dinesh Karthik on his comeback got run out. End of the day, 347 for 6 India. Too many runs for Afghanistan's liking, but the 6 wickets that they got will give them a good night's sleep. Today's day was just a summary of 2 words: Indian dominance for the first half and Afghanistan resurrection on the second. Perfect recipe for a good day of cricket on day 2.
Yep. And well, we've sort of run out of time. So I'll just wrap it up by saying, the 6 batsmen who've now scored a century in the first day of a test match before lunch, they're Victor Trumper and McCartney from Australia, and Don himself, Don Bradman at number 3, also from Australia. Majid Khan, just a tremendous batsman I was privileged to see bat from Pakistan. David Warner, who I'm not going to say anything about, and of course now Shikhar Dhawan. So great job by him today. And I also want to wrap it by saying congratulations to Scotland on defeating England. Not known as a hotbed of cricket, but it's great to see them win the game, and who knows what that could do for the game there. Defeating England, there's always quite a bit of rivalry in the British Isles, and of course, it's Scotland has a little special meaning to me. On my mother's side, there's some Scottish, so all the more reason to be happy about their performance. Well, we're happy to have Saurabh on today, and you did a good job there summarizing India versus Afghanistan, the first historic test. And I guess we'll see everybody on Sunday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Tonight we did it at 9 p.m., which might be the time we'll do it going forward from Thursdays, but on Sunday we'll keep it at 8 p.m. Right. Thank you, Yash.
Thank you, right. See you. Good night.
Bye.